Hello everyone. We're making progress on the wiring. I started on it this morning, and I just wanted to show you my progress so far. It's about 11 o'clock. I think I got out here about 7. Not much out here it's different other than removing this other ballast resistor over here and identifying where some of the wires went and stuff. But these are just some of the wires that I don't need or I don't need right away. And this is what I'm working on now. I've got the ignition switch wired in. I got the hazard wired in, or my flashers, the emergency flashers. I got those wired in. Working on getting the turn signals hooked up to the headlight switch right now. I was just thinking about it, and I need to hook up these to the headlight switch right there. But making progress. There's the fuse block right here. I just got it zip tied up right now while I'm working on getting this one out. Sorry about that. While I'm working on getting that one out. And once this one's out of the way, I'll be able to mount it up better. But for now, I'm just giving myself extra lead, just a little bit extra length in some of those wires. That way I can mount it flat. Basically, just a little bit down from where it was originally. So, and this is the horn wire that I need to wire up. And this wiring actually has a horn relay. I need to mount it up somewhere. But it's got a horn relay in here, so I believe the only thing going out to the engine compartment is the actual wire that actually gives power to the horn itself. So I'll be able to do away with a little bit of the wiring in the engine compartment, which is very nice. But I need to go ahead and wire that up. I honestly forgot. I got caught up in doing other things. But got a nice computer speaker sound system. Got some tea and my most recent addition in my antique fan collection. I love that thing, and that's on low. Moves a lot of air. Keep me cool out here in the sun. But there's my progress so far. I will come back to y'all when it's a little bit later in the day and I've accomplished a little bit more. Maybe I might be able to crank it up, but we'll see how we'll see what happens, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Well, I am basically finished with the wiring. When I was finished, I had 4 extra wires. One was the alternator exciter wire. This one was the was labeled a alternator power wire. That red one on the ground right there is solenoid power. And this one right here said it was ignition switch, but the way this truck is wired originally, this was actually not needed. So I have 4 extra wires. I'm gonna trim these back a little bit, not all the way, and just cap them off and tie them up, just in case I might need an extra power source for something else. But the gray one right here is to the auxiliary fan in front of the radiator, and this is for the tach, which I'm going to hook up later. But the wiring is all done. Let me set my dash instrument cluster back up here, and I can show you the lights all working. I still need to get some bulbs. I still haven't done that yet, so I think this turn signal's not working. Dash lights are on, and they dim perfectly. And with this turned all the way, push that in. The dome light's still on, which is perfect. Unclick it, push the switch in, and it's off. So everything's working good. Let me crank it up. Set my phone down for a second. Still cranks up fast. And the head running lights on. Show you that the flashers are working. Turn my turn my flashes on. I could swear these lights are brighter. Let's go around the back. Everything's working beautifully. Turn off the flashers. I don't know why that's not blinking. That bulb must be out. These bulbs must be out because the indicators were working. I actually need to make sure that they are working. Hang on. Okay, that's new. The turn signals were working. I need to figure out what's wrong with it. Give me a second. I'll see you in a second. Alright, well, I got it fixed. Turns out, while fixing one problem, I created another problem. But it's all fixed now. I actually had to loop one of the power wires that I'm not using over to another wire that I'm not using that turns out did not have power on the strip that it was on. And the strip that didn't have power was the turn signal circuit. So I got that done. And I got this in line for the dash lights. And yeah, for the dash lights, because the wiring diagram didn't, the wiring didn't actually tell me to put this anywhere, and I had it left over, so I had extra one of these, so I went ahead and just put a fuse in manually, and I'll get that mounted up somewhere. But let me stop this to get my flashlight off, and I can show you. All right, there we go. Dash lights are on, the running lights are on. You can actually see a little bit, see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see a little bit dimming right there inside the column, as there is a light inside there. You can barely see it, but it's there. It might actually be what's behind there, because that's not closed off. But the dash lights are dimming. Everything's functional. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Y'all can see that back there. Right turn signal. I can swear these lights are brighter. There we go. Oh, and I did find some. I did fix something else. The horn's actually working now. Let me go plug it up, and I'll let y'all hear the horn. All right, there we go. I got it plugged up. Horn actually works. I guess the horn relay was just bad, but now the horn relay is in here, and I can actually get rid of some of the wiring out there. Horn relays right there. But horn's working, dash lights are working. I got my under dash unit wired up, but it doesn't look like it's working. I need to actually see if I can fix that. But here's the power wire for the radio. There's the blower motor. Blower motor's working, all the lights are working, everything's working. All I got to do is mount the new fuse block, and wrap up all the wires in some electrical tape, and that's it. Wiring is officially complete as of at the moment. Because I still need to try to clean up this a little bit. Like I said earlier, I need to splice these together to go that way to the coil. But I got the new tack wire routed. There's the new tack wire. This is the wire for the AC compressor. That is right here. But that's good. Wiring is in, and I am very happy. I just can't get over it. I swear these lights are brighter. Let me crank it back up. Set the phone down. Okay, I've been messing with the battery a lot, so I killed the battery. I need to put it on a charge, but that's it. I've been rambling because I'm happy. Wiring is done. Now the next step is replacing the windshield gasket. I've already got the gasket, and I'm waiting on one more tool. Then I can start to take it out and get that flange cleaned up and prepped for the new gasket. And next time y'all see the truck, the dash will be back in it, and I have a new windshield gasket. So I'll see y'all then.